Hey everyone, I'm starting a new series called Let's Talk About X, where I come up and talk about whatever the heck I want. I want this to be a place where we can have deep, insightful conversations about mostly meaningless topics. So, what better place to start than with the blue blur himself, Sonic the Hedgehog? Disclaimer: these are my opinions on Sonic, and you don't necessarily have to agree with me. If you want to rebuke anything I say in this video, feel free to leave your opinion in the comments. The algorithm will love that. Anyways, on with the video. I'm a big fan of Sonic the Hedgehog. Well, maybe not a huge fan. It's not like my walls are lined with Sonic merchandise or anything. But I am more than a casual fan. I mean, I've been a fan for about as long as I can remember. I was 4 when I first met Sonic. And from the cartoons, for crying out loud. That's right, the cartoons! I actually love them. I just think it's strange that's how I first met Sonic. And I've been a fan ever since. So I'm gonna do what fans do best. Complain! So let's get started. Immediately, when I think of Sonic, I think of the games. That's probably what most people think. And when I think of Sonic games, my mind goes to Sonic Colors. Why? Well, when I was 7, my mom bought Sonic Colors for me after a dentist appointment, where they had to remove a tooth. Even though the game had already been out for about 5 years at the time, I was super excited to get it. My first Sonic game. And yeah, the story isn't much to write home about, but I still think it's a great Sonic game. The songs Reach for the Star, Planet Wisp, and Aquarium Park are still some of my favorite Sonic songs to date. The gameplay was challenging enough for 7-year-old me to deal with without thinking it was too easy. Plus, it's a beautiful game to look at. Overall, I think Sonic Colors is a great game and deserves more love. Now we get to Sonic Forces. I have some issues with this game, as do many of us, but frankly, it was fine. Not good, not terrible, but fine. I've played a lot of other Sonic games, but I don't want to talk about them. Also, I've never played the adventure games, or Generations, but I've heard they're great. Honestly, I really want to devote a whole video to this next topic, and maybe I will. But for now, I just want to get my opinion heard. I love the old Sonic cartoons. They, along with the comics, continuing the stories with those characters, kind of, are probably my favorite parts of the franchise. This is where I expect to get the most hate in this video, from idiots being all like, "Oh, you like that? Well, I hate that, so I hate you." Why? Now, I didn't tell you they were the best part of the franchise. I just said they were my favorite part of the franchise. Not yours, mine. And I have a reason for this. Nostalgia. As I said at the beginning of this video, my first introduction to Sonic was through the 90s cartoons. So when I find a comic book promoting characters I haven't seen in years, then of course I'm going to get some nostalgia. Sadly, the comics fell apart from overuse, and I was never able to find one again, because the comics were discontinued. After 25 years of running, I managed to come in the year they were canceled. So yeah, I'm super disappointed I'll never get to read the Archie comics and spend more time with the characters that I used to know. Sadly, unless someone makes a really good fan fiction, or I have the courage to make my own, or some other bizarre event happens, I think my journey with these characters is over. And no, I'm not getting over it. I'm really ticked off. Sometimes I think I was born in the wrong generation. To end on a happy note, let's talk about Sonic's future. As far as I can tell, Sonic's future seems pretty bright. The movies are doing really well, which I'm sure absolutely no one expected. Sonic Frontiers looks pretty good, and Sonic Prime seems really promising as well. Of course, we all know this franchise could easily screw it up at a moment's notice, and absolutely none of us would be surprised. But hey, 'tis the cost of being a Sonic fan. Finally, if you managed to make it this far without deciding that you hate me, then congrats! You managed to listen to a 15-year-old talk vaguely about his opinions on Sonic and didn't have a stroke. You did it! Hey everyone, I made an animation. Yay! So, I'm just going to spitfire a bunch of things that I wanted to talk about for the past however long. I saw Dream's face reveal. Good for him. The Super Mario movie has no business looking as good as it does. Oh my gosh, that looks amazing. Also, Spotify did its end of year Wrapped thing, and while I don't really want to talk about it, I just want to show you this. Gothic Mayhem Perseverance. That is a mood right there. This video has been in the works for a pretty long time, and I actually stopped production of it for a bit, actually. But I wanted to get this out before Sonic Prime came out. Originally, it was supposed to come out before Sonic Frontiers, but I wasn't able to do that. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. Yeah, I'm going to be doing more animations now because I have the motivation, and yeah, so I'm going to be doing that. Bye.